Hey everyone, this is Josh from Before. I'm here with the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse solo carded Last Night on Earth Wonder Woman, and this is the one with the Dr. Fate helmet. I thought we were out of the woods with all the repaints. I forgot we had this one coming out, and I think I've subjected you to enough of my complaints about all those repaints, and we know they're annoying, but we also know they got a reason for doing it, and that's just the reality we live in. So you can see the way they got her crammed in there, that the helmet, one side of the helmet's kind of caught on her cape and it's kind of flared out, which is a little annoying, but I don't think that's going to be a huge, I think that'll fall back into place. You can see on the side, slightly different, because it mentions the helmet, photo of the figure on the back, and here's this if you're trying to find her. Let's just get right to it. So first thing I'm going to do is try to fix this helmet flare out. You gotta see how it's misshapen there. This stuff's pretty soft, so I don't think that's going to remain that way too long, though I might have to dunk it in hot water to get it to revert back to the shape that it should be. So I've got the first version of this Wonder Woman right here, and first thing you can see is it's a more yellow gold on her than they've got on the original one. This one's more of a reddish here. This is very bright yellow, which it doesn't look terrible, though I think it does look a little cheaper than this gold, you know. And they've got her gauntlets are gold now on this one too. Another slight variation. So depending on where you kind of come down on this Wonder Woman design, I know some people were not crazy about it. I like this kind of stuff. I'm not really like a purist when it comes to the designs. I like it when they do the wild and weird versions. I like the Mohawk Wonder Woman. This repaint is interesting. I just don't. I would wish this this helmet was actually just like more of an accessory that fit on her head, instead of just being this full-on head sculpt. Which you can see it's still got that first head on her on there. You can see her her ponytail sticking out of the back, and if you look up underneath there, let's see if we can show it. Can we see it? You can see that head is under there, so I would suspect this is probably an unpainted version of this same head under there. Might be wrong. You know what? Let's just over here. Let's just see if we can do this. Let's just go for it. Yeah, that just pops right off. No big deal. I'll put that back on. Yeah, see, it's a full head underneath there, and I would imagine you could probably get that head out. Maybe just like some warm water and some prying would probably get that to pop right out. You can see unpainted white eyeballs inside there. Let's just put this right next to the original one. See, I when you put it like this, where the two different colors of gold are next to each other, that looks pretty cool. Like that looks like, you know, like different pieces of gold in real life don't have the same sort of luster or color. So that looks all right. It's when they replaced all of it, and then these gold armbands especially look just kind of cheap compared to this reddish gold. I know I've held them up next to each other already, but it's the biggest difference, and I don't think it was perfect choice. I've done a full review of this Wonder Woman already, so I don't think I'm going to go through all of the oh, see, this just popped off. Not a big deal, that just goes right in there, but wow, having all kinds of issues. So I did a full review of this Wonder Woman. We saw the pros and cons of it. I like it. It's a little unfortunate that they did this really, really good Wonder Woman only to release the really great death metal Wonder Woman just a couple months later, because I mean, that one totally eclipses this one as far as just overall quality. But I really like this one, and actually one thing they did fix is they fixed those skin tone pegs on the legs there. That's a nice touch. That's appreciated. The unfortunate sheath is still unfortunate and incomplete. Oh, yeah, see, this sword is bent there. Just stuff like that. Little imperfections and problems that sometimes just keep these things from being a complete home run. Again, the sword also painted the more yellowish gold. Just looks a little less, I don't know what's the word. It just looks cheaper. It looks less impressive. I don't know how else to say that. There's something about it. I'm not sure if it's the gold or what. It just like all the colors other than the gold are all the same, I think. Well, no. See, that blue is a more richer blue. Even her breastplate and like her skin tone, it seems like it might be slightly different. The red of her boots. Oops. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is a repaint. It's all right. It's fine. They should have just included this Dr. Fate helmet with the original one. If you're really dying to have that Dr. Fate helmet, I mean, it looks nice, and it's, not a bad reason to pull the trigger on this, but it's also just sort of, we saw this figure already, and I think when we saw it already, it was better at that time. So this is probably not going to be a keeper for me. Just, I like the Mohawk head sculpt. I don't really need this helmet. Although, if you're trying to get it for the helmet, this could be great fodder for, or even army builder, to make a bunch of like Amazonians. So it's not totally pointless, but it's just not a big enough draw or enough newness for me to really make it worth the double dip. So that's Wonder Woman with the Dr. Fate helmet. You be the judge. She should be hitting targets anytime, so be on the lookout for her. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.